is a very, old school Korean style coach, and he's going to come in there and he's going to want to play good post plants, good setups, good info. This is one of the things that I was worried about for BLG in this event, is when you got chaos thrown at you, what are you going to be able to do against it?
Let us find out. Barriers are dropped. Quick little orb take here. Is 0 Point going to get a decent amount of information? I believe 3 players going to be noted by that. Liquid able to identify the stack. Spike at the same time slowly being ushered across towards this B site. Alarm bot is in position as the wall gets set up there.
You can create a lot of confusion with this comp as well. You're never really going to be sure which direction they're going. They can throw smokes everywhere on the map. They've got a bunch of different util to use with the initiators to sell fakes. This could be really tricky, but so far, BLG just holding the line behind their high tide, just waiting this out. YZ right at the ready.
Yeah, attempted a little bit of an audio bait there from Camo as the swing gets ready to come through. Patek already cleared out. Now Camo going to be taken down. That spike immediately is going to be pivoted back towards B. No. Cuts across through mid. I like the approach here under tube. Levius in position though, striking. Penny going to be down on the floor. Serial dead. Kiko able to fight back for one, but needs a hell of a lot more. And those are some snappy shots! As, oh, baby! The 4K damn near gets the ace clutch, but won't be able to squeak it out in the end. It's going to be Billy taking the pistol.
He has been just electric in EMEA this year and almost pulls off the miracle. BLG gets a good read early there. Ready to spring the trap right off the back of their own high tide. That one caught Team Liquid just enough off guard, but the response there almost got it done. And that's almost like feels like a win in that round, like for Team Liquid. You really don't quite get it. Coaching staff there, Lohan, thought maybe. Oh, so close.
Took a second to realize, but yeah, that's going to be a damn good effort. And also fast tracking that ultimate. So they can be online very quickly. YZ able to find Patek. Sheriff besting the classic. Neff for the moment. Alone gets a little bit of reinforcements from Levius as Team Liquid going to look to see what they can get done here on the site. Penny TPing up above. Levius about to swing in, identifies it. He's able to save his teammate. Does end up getting taken down, but not before he's able to find two. Headshot does connect, but Camo can't confirm the kill. Let's see if Kiko's got a bit more of that left in the tank. Just 3 targets to try to get through this time.
Could get the Reckoning off a kill. I don't know if he'll find an opportunity to use it.
Push coming through. There's the headshot. Ult is online. Bulldog recovered, but why is he down below? We'll be able to drag Billy over the line here in round 2. Closing out the anti-eco, but not without cost.
No, it isn't looking the cleanest there for Billy in some of these late game scenarios. Losing some players when maybe they don't need to, but it's aggressiveness. Again, these extra layers of smokes that Team Liquid is creating, using that to get players up high-low, keeping Billy really off balance. And then, of course, Kiko is just lightning right now, has the Reckoning already for this round. And it's a big stack over towards B for Billy. Just leaving Levius all on his own on A with the Killjoy util. I wouldn't be too surprised if this is a read to kind of just dodge the Reckoning, play for retake, see what you can get done beyond that.
Plenty of noise being made here by Team Liquid, stomping their way forward.
I suggest you move.
Some maneuvers starting to come out here from Billy as they look to try to get into position here. Push forward past Garage. Site, however, wide open. Levius leaving it for the taking. Waits out the Reckoning. Spike now going to be planted.
They're going to be coming from a lot of different angles. Billy, very patient, very diligent team.
Russia going to be noted there around the back. Paranoia going to be sent off the back of that Dizzy, and that's going to be Levius now taken down. Serial able to find Neff, and Team Liquid looking good to secure themselves a win here in the anti-bonus. Remaining players of Billy now arriving over onto the side. Full connection on the flash. YZ has the tuck back. Camo on the peak. Able to find K9 finding Russia. And now it's just YZ to see if he can put a dent in this Liquid squad at all, and he cannot. Flawless fashion. Team Liquid get themselves on the board.
This is beautiful from Team Liquid, and Penny, the hometown hero, with a great Paranoia to clear out Levius on the stairs. Really nice stuff from Team Liquid, but you can see the game plan here. It's to scale off of these smokes quickly and keep Billy off balance. This is something I think that they're noticing a trend with Billy in China is that teams like XLG that come at them quick, they don't often react properly to it. And if you can catch them when they're trying to get their setups, trying to get their perfect plays into position, they often crumble.
Going to the first buy round now. Liquid are going to be able to go ahead and tie up this affair. YZ once again, full flash connecting, has to drop down off the back of yellow. Liquid though slowing down a bit as the thrash is going to be invested. YZ at risk now, completely and utterly detained. Patatek able to just run him down. Gets right in on top of him, spots out the legs of Neff. Gets himself a second kill. Russia able to peel back one. Penny does get taken down, but Patatek on a mission finds himself a third. Now it's just Russia. Quick little taps, finds the headshot, but Camo swings around the back. And that is Team Liquid now tying it at 2-2.
Yeah, there's just no follow-up plans here for Billy. This thrash comes through, and Neff is stuck trying to figure out a way that he can get into a position to be safe. And instead, he just gets stuck in a spot where his legs are right out in the open, and he just gets cut down. This is looking really nice for Team Liquid. They've got some good plans coming in to this attacker side on Icebox. These smokes in particular, making it really tricky for Billy to find the angles that they want to hold these positions, to kind of play against the utility that they're expecting to come. And the outside of the pistol in the follow-up, it hasn't looked that great, and even those 2 rounds were dangerous.
Orb does get taken. Russia going to be one away from that next reckoning. 2 Stingers and Sheriffs abound here for Billy as they look to pull off a Thrifty. Once again, though, Stack from Team Liquid working their way in towards this B site. They get it clear on the alarm bot. TP back yellow. And it is just Levius here. Not much to be done. Wraps around the back of site. Has an opportunity here for the shot, but nope. Camo will be able to find it. Gets the overheal. Right as rain.
Dropping a smoke.
So now you have to deal with all of these smokes in a retake scenario. It's an absolute nightmare for Billy.
Camo, one away from his ult, too. That's another piece of the puzzle to consider here for Billy.
No peeking.
Cycling the smoke. Rashid just here alongside him, would be able to find the kill in all likelihood given the stinger, and there you go, finds it off screen. Penny trades one back onto Risha. Outlaw used, finds value, and now it looks like Widely, K-Knight, and Neff more than happy to just go down to the spike if possible, but Patatek will go ahead and get himself another elimination. Team Liquid now going to find themselves in the lead, and the rounds coming away pretty cleanly for them as well.
Oh, absolutely. They're really on pace to make this half very difficult for Billy in a map that Billy has been very good on. They beat EDG, they beat Wolves on this map in their run-up to qualifying for Masters, whereas Team Liquid has struggled on this map. The only team they've actually beaten is Fnatic in EMEA in Stage 1. But outside of that, they have 4 losses. So this is a map you would think is Billy you could kind of just be in cruise control, play your game. But I think you've got to dig a little bit deeper here. I think you've got to start getting aggressive. Things that we saw in the pistol round that worked for them. Playing a little bit of trickery might catch Team Liquid enough off guard, because these smokes are just too difficult right now for Billy to deal with. Playing passive isn't paying off. You need to change the pace.
For now, still a bit slow here. YZ can find the headshot. Tailwind's out, but you mentioned before, Camo has that ult online, so not dead yet. We'll see if he's going to be able to find an elimination and earn that life back. No. Risha will quickly put him back into the grave. Still, though, a 1-for-1 exchange. Now traded up. Now equalized as YZ on the repeat, able to find one, and it's a messy fight of it, but Levius holding down M1, able to find that final kill to tie us up at 3-3.
But I love this from Billy. A slight change here, and that's getting YZ in a position where he can start doing damage early before Team Liquid can really get their execute set up the way that they want to. A little bit shaky there for him, but he still gets it. Then they're ready for that player to be up on a pipes, can't convert. Then the trades are there, and they're good. Levius right on point for the final 2. Alicia bigging him up. Let's see if Billy can start stringing some rounds together. They've got some big ults to play with. They've got a reckoning. They've got a lockdown. Do some damage. Penny.
Where's he going to go? Okay, back towards Snowman here.
They threw a fake smoke into Spawn to try to confuse him, but he's shut down.
They have eyes on it. Neff gets himself on the board with that kill, undoing a minute to backstab. YZ on the peak, still managing to find that kill before getting taken down. Neff gets himself a second. So now it's going to be the player advantage here for the side of Billy. Lurk up here from Patatek, but Levius reading this suspicious. Sends out a timing on that nano swarm, but damage not to be found. Gets another one though. And this one does manage to tag up Pattytech just a bit. Lockdown now, gonna be sent through. Pattytech does have the fragment, could try to clear it instead, looks to try to get a catch there onto K-Knight and is able to do so. He's gonna be in such a rough spot, he needs to clear this out, but he's not gonna be allowed to do it. Spike planted a 1v1. Campbell tagged up a bit. He scales forward, gets himself past the wall. Does Risha have any idea at all? Goes for the tap. Seems like he is reading that he's going to be nearby. Camo going for 3-2-1, pushes in and catches the timing. Finds a headshot, and Liquid once again get themselves into the lead.
What a round from Pattytech there. Just being so aggressive once that lockdown is planted, and it catches K-Knight completely off guard, and then he throws a great flash to make sure he can clear screens and at least make it a 1v1 for his teammates. Really nicely played, and Camo, calm and collected there at the end, finds the perfect timing. You can see Pattytech bigging him up, and
not going to be the best feeling there in the coaching booth for Billy. Billy once again going to be knocked back onto a very rough economy. Phantom Guardian. Realize he does have the jet knives. Once again, snack from Billy. Billy's on the wrong side of the map. 5-player push getting ready to come through here from Team Liquid. The walls getting set up. The smoke's ready to be cycled in. There's Dizzy clearing things out, and Wingman at the ready to go for the plant.
Team Liquid's been doing a great job of keeping Billy guessing in the early parts of these rounds. A lot of 4-1 splits, and they've often found the weak side.
Not there to try to interrupt. Levy's does get a nice headshot there. K-Knight going to be taken down, so won't be able to see the Hunter's Fury come into effect. Spike now planted. Spam from Penny. Able to go ahead and find the kill on the Nep. The K onto Wisey, puts him down to 10, has to wait this out, and that's going to be precious seconds lost now as they try to go for the retake. The wall falling. Camo collecting. And this will make it a little bit close, get a bit of damage in, but the coffers are still there, full for the side of Team Liquid. Plenty of cash to continue the buys.
Again, it's these smokes that just stall, and buy extra time and make Billy feel that pressure. And finally, timeout is going to come through. 5-3. Oh, right as the wall is coming up, he gets the shot next with the Outlaw. YZ shut right down there.
One enemy remaining.
Flash had come through just before.
Nice! Woo!
They're just their timings are so good right now.
Damn clean. That's one of the things that Billy is lacking with his comp. Some cleaner results here for Billy. Wall sent out over towards B. A bit of a fake there. There's a 4-player push, works their way up in towards A, and they actually get a minor little rotation here from K-Knight, and realizes that they completely left mid wide open.
But I like what I'm seeing. I like what I'm seeing here from Billy, getting aggressive early towards B main. This might catch Team Liquid a little bit off guard. Kiko finally turning.
Turns back, and he's going to have to jump, and it's a 1-2 tap. Risha Wisey knocked out of the park to push forward into the smoke, and Levy is dead to rights. Camo perfectly poised, and now it's just Nep and K-Knight. With not much left to be done. There's the spot out, but Nep somehow comes away taking the brunt of the damage here. The call to save is going to have to be made.
Just so well read. Kiko there might have gotten some sound cues as well to give him a little bit of a heads up, but again, then you see Billy pushing into those smokes. It's a gamble. Every time you walk into one of those smokes, you have no idea. You have no util that's really going to help you clear it. So you're just flipping a coin, hoping somebody's not in there waiting for you. And again, when they tried to go for that retake after they lost 2 players early, it just got shut right down. Team Liquid players right there, ready and waiting with open arms. And they are up to 6. And at the very worst now, it'd be an even half for Team Liquid. With the way they are playing, I think this is going to be heavily favored for the EMEA squad.
That's looking damn good. Let's see just how many more they're going to be able to rack up. 8-4, certainly within their grasp. Maybe even that 9-3. Billy, still a bit of money to work with here. Question is, do they just send this pit off the rip? They do have the heavier stack on A, so it could just be Nep getting into position, set this up here at the start of the round and try to dissuade Team Liquid, but given the comp, they might just try to barrel through it, honestly.
So far, Neff.
Not sending it.
Yeah, I thought maybe off all that util, I think Team Liquid maybe trying to bait it out a little bit there as well, but again, aggressive positionings from Billy. Like the ideas. But Team Liquid read it so well.
Pretty much everybody spotted out. Does get the drone tag onto Camo. Russia trying to
They're waiting for
in
this.
from the side. Yeah, K-Knight, he's here to try to back him up, and Russia comes away with that elimination, forces out the not dead yet. Now they can just back away, try to wait out this ultimate. They're just sprinting out of here. Wisey sticks around for a little bit, but can't tailwind out to safety, and Camo is right back into the fray. Just handed him a resurrection on a silver platter.
He's a madman.
Peeking alongside the wall, trying to see if anyone plays here at Pipes, but Team Liquid, they pump the brakes exactly when they need to.
I mean, YZ, he is known for being just a wild player.
There's the up and over the top, but have the secondary peek in from Camo. Gives them the advantage back into their hands, and Russia's just getting overwhelmed. The line up there, but Levius only able to collect on one.
Spike planted.
Penny down to a sliver, the jump up over the top, Neff able to find the first. Serial does fall. 20 health here on the Omen. Kiko unscathed so far, and they're just gonna look to try to double stack here. Got this backside position, now separating a bit. He's up and over the top, he's just got no idea. Kiko will collect it, and that's gonna be Liquid guaranteed the lead here at the half.
Yeah, this is a tough one for Billy. YZ is a tremendously skilled player. His mechanics are very, very good, but he gets spotted right as he's trying to come down. Of course, he's been spotted before that as well, up on the Raptors, but
30 seconds left.
that's a mistake. That's one you can't afford at this stage in the game. That's going to give minimum 7 to Team Liquid on this half. As good as YZ can be, sometimes he does have rough ones. The last time we saw Billy on the international stage was against Crew Champs. And he did not have the greatest series. He lost 0-2, and he was 27-37 in the kill to death column. So we need to see him pick it up.
2 more rounds to play here in the half. There's the pit, now finally going to be infested. Levy is able to find one. Penny going to be taken down, but he does eat quite a bit of damage. Down to 2 HP here is the Killjoy. Pad attack, just spraying through, catches a stray, and Russia gets taken down. Push forward through all the walls, all the smoke, but YZ is here this time. And he's coming up with the goods. Camo Serial both going to be eliminated. Levius gets team killed by K-Knight as we are diving into the depths of chaos. Padatek will not be able to make it happen. YZ picks up the Vandal, finds the headshot, and gets Billy another round win, breaking the win streak of Team Liquid.
That is one way to pick it up. Nice round for YZ there. Ready for the push out of these smokes. We haven't seen Team Liquid get too aggressive since the early part of this first half. They just walk through there, not ready for YZ to be tucked in there. They don't have any util to try to clear those smokes, and YZ makes them pay for getting aggressive. And that was a much needed round for Billy. They've got the lockdown, got a chance. Patty Tech has his ult. And there it goes.
No command coming through. Levy is going to be making his way across the map. His position is, YZ is just absolutely screwed. Fragment at his feet, previously tagged up, and Padatek now going to be on the floor. Resible, but Camo and Penny both end up falling. Serial able to fight back for one. Sees his teammate there on the floor, would love to try to go for the res, but just cannot make it happen. It's far too risky. You at the same time, lurking forward here in towards kitchen. The turret does reveal. That should lead Billy to realize that there's going to be this rotate across. We'll certainly have it confirmed here in a moment as the spike gets ready to be planted. They're going to go pushing out through a main, though. Trying to get a wrap around across into green.
Got a ton of util here for this retake. You've still got Levius' ult, but
are you going to be hearing all of this?
Yeah, for the backstab.
Oh yeah!
Footsteps certainly going to be noted. Thrash now to just try to slow down the approach here. Trying to get a catch, but will not be able to find one. But Kiko getting closer. Circling them here as the lockdown is invested. He's going to play it patiently now. Striking, finds one. Lockdown going to be cleared out. Gets away. Sliding back to safety. Spike now, the fuse getting started. A bounce there, not able to find it. Drop down, Serial taken out. Kiko trying to make this happen. Has to go for the repeat, and Russia narrowly gets it done. 7-5 the half, a couple seconds to spare. Billy recovering the half.
Oh, that was huge for Billy. Russia able to hold the line. 14-11 on the half. Keeps Billy in it.
dangerously close. Liquid out at the lead, but only just. We'll see who's going to be able to take this opening map. We'll come back after halftime.
Do it again. Watch me win. Then watch me do it again.
All righty, we are back and about to go into the second half here of Icebox. First map in our second series. We'll go ahead and take a zoom in on the Coinbase Econ report.
Yeah, so this is a stat, guys, that's going to give you an idea of how the team is doing with the money they're spending. So basically, you take your damage done, you divide it by the amount of credits you spent, you get an econ rating. There is a minimum floor on it. I think it's like 1,000, but regardless, it's all about, you know, how much value you're actually getting out of the money you're spending. So like you saw earlier with Paper Rex, like with something, he invested in the op, his econ dropped because he wasn't able to find a ton of value out of it.
Right.
But if you're able to, you know, get these purchases coming through and you're getting a lot of damage done, you're going to get a higher econ score.
Yeah, I think an easier way as well is just if you're trending towards 100, that's good.
Yeah.
That's kind of going to be the benchmark. That's where you really want to aim for. It's like, you know, 10 CS per minute in the league, that kind of thing. Get yourself up to 100 econ, you're getting good use out of your weapons. But enough about that. It's now time to go into this second half. Opening pistol going the way of Billy. Team Liquid, though, in the lead. We'll see if Liquid are going to be able to steal away this map pick with their chaotic comp. Toronto, are you ready to get back into the action? Music to my ears. Let's go ahead and see who's going to be able to take this one in the second half.
Oh, already, Kiko trying to take some mid control. We saw it on the attacker side. He was pretty aggressive towards that space, using that high tide to keep Billy guessing. But right now, Billy just looking at A. But where they start is rarely where they will finish.
Double push. Kiko able to find one pad attack. On that timing, trying to swing out, but it's an immense amount of damage, and will actually just get wall banged out. Wisey able to find him there with the Sheriff in the end. So player advantage to Billy. He's going to go creeping up the tube. This double push. Do they focus at all? The turret certainly is going to. Neff now maybe with an opportunity, but actually doesn't go for the peek outside window. He's trying to play this still quietly, but he's getting encroached upon here as Camo rotating around the back, but he's got knife out. That's what Neff does strike. Stealing sight. Sent out as Wisey's just got him lined up. That's going to be another pistol going the way of BLG, as it's now just one round separating the two teams.
Yeah, so this is quite interesting. You know, BLG, they are one of those teams who will work the map. They are going to spend a lot of the early part of the round kind of ping-ponging back and forth, trying to figure out where the weak side of their opponents is, trying to see what kind of util they can get baited out as well. And they're able to do a nice job here reading this mid-aggression from the side of Team Liquid and quickly rotating back to punish it, and then retaking that open space that Team Liquid gives up over towards A. Of course, Neff with a great lurk. Let's see what YZ can do here.
He is just rushing it right at him. Finds one, gets out.
Beautiful.
Tailwind on the exit, Camo dead. Obviously can still put up a couple smokes here to try to dissuade the push onto the A site, but BLG already starting to set their sights on B. Neff, no contact, no interference on his approach to the site, so they will just go ahead and full send it.
Yeah, and this is something that I loved about this team when I was watching their VODs. Yes, they take a lot of time. Sometimes that clock does get dangerously close to running out, but they're so diligent that they are 90% of the time finding their opponent's weak side. They're great on the attacker side on this map throughout most of stage one. And they have once again just found an open site, got a plant, and they are very, very good in their post plants. That is one of the most dangerous aspects of BLG. You let them get into post plants safely. Obviously in this round, not important, but going forward, they are deadly.
Well, we get to just sit back and relax as we wait for this spike to go off. Team Liquid pretty much just playing the minigame of don't die to YZ or Neff. Trying to get those ults online, but YZ, one's going to be another wallbang kill on the Patty Tech. And Risha wants to try to get a bit more charge here, trying to get that Reckoning online. And if he's able to find the God timing, might be able to make it happen. Drop down, however, going to be heard. He's going to go rushing forward, but the spike will swallow them all up. 7-7, we are tied up.
Okay, Looking good for BLG. But Team Liquid, we saw once they got rifles in hand, that's when they were able to start stringing rounds together. The buy not going to be super amazing for BLG. Couple rifles, bulldogs, and a stinger. Team Liquid spreading out the map a little bit. We got Patty Tech camo on A, Serial in mid, and 2 smokes over on B. Just really trying to get a read onto Billy. Bit of early pace there from YZ, but nobody from Team Liquid overstepping. A lot of this is going to come down to Neff. He can break open some space into kitchen.
It's tucked just behind this corner of the wall.
Poison orb emitted.
Poison orb now going to be sent up. Serial not spotting out anything here. The swing in. There's a spot, and Serial will be able to find the headshot. Staying taken care of. Paranoia now going across. Russia
Spike down.
on the floor as well. 2-player advantage now for the side of Team Liquid. The Spike's position confirmed. Team Liquid once again looking good to close out this anti-bonus. Take some real heroics for BLG to try to drag this round back in.
For sure. They're going to try to go towards the other side of the map. Maybe use K-Knight. He can sell it with a recon here. But they're still thinking about B. Oh, goodness.
Not quite able to find it. Been a hell of a shot.
Is Levius going to challenge them? He's just going to tuck in. And they're just going to send YZ out of his own. Look at BLG here, playing isolated. Just trying to find an open side, but got a little bit of a spot there on the Patty Tech. They're going to lose K-Knight. Everything's crumbling.
Yeah, everything falling to pieces there. It's going to be a flawless fashion. No damage dealt here to the side of Team Liquid, and that's going to do wonders for their economy. BLG, yes, now go in for the actual full purchase round, but not being able to even get a lick of damage out. A rough look for them going into round 16.
Man, another great paranoia into a kill for Penny.
One enemy
Putting in some real value.
Flawless.
And this is something BLG does from time to time when I was watching their VODs, is they like to spread the map, but they usually do it on ecos. They usually do it when they've got sheriffs in hands. This round, though, with losing a couple players early, oh boy, hold on.
It might have a bit of a messy fight here. It's okay. Russia just has them lined up. Higo and Camo.
Standing ahead.
Dead off the rip.
What happened?
Not sure either way. Russia goddamn lucky with it. YZ going for the push. Looks for the transfer. And is able to find it. It's down to 1 HP. Regen shield will reinforce him a bit, but Patatek now all alone. Got to be wondering what in the hell happened outside of B. Finds the kill, but there's the backstab. A 3K for YZ, 1 HP, no problem. We're tied up 8-8. Billy not letting Liquid run away with this map.
Yeah, Liquid trying to push the pace.
He didn't even see him.
He didn't even see the second guy. No, Camo was still behind the cascade.
One enemy remaining.
Unreal, and YZ starting to come online. And this is a player, folks. When I talk to people in Pacific, and Pacific teams scrim Chinese teams quite a bit, so as Team Liquid, I think you've got some questions to consider. Do you want to play more for retake? Do you want to kind of be a little bit more passive? Or are you really just going to turn up the tempo? Because I'm seeing a lot of players going for some kind of crunch, potentially.
And you're talking about tempo. Look at how many players from Billy are getting ready to push forward around Garage. They will leave Neff over in towards mid to try to go for this lurk once again. East side completely opened up here from DL. Billy ready to fight. It's YZ. Little minor botch there on the updraft, but nothing going to be spotted. 0 point will tag on to 2. As now Billy get ready to strike the A site.
Yeah. Looked like Team Liquid is maybe anticipating that somebody was going to try to push in towards 2. Maybe they were looking for a play to shut Neff down as he tries to make his way up there. Never came to fruition as BLG was fully looking for a fight at the front of B. Nothing really materializes.
Trying to fake the exec a bit, but Liquid not quite biting on it. They turn their sights over towards mid. Will be in good position to try to get a bit of a flood retake going here, potentially.
I think that's the better play here. I think playing for retake, definitely going to be the wiser option. And I think suits this comp pretty well.
YZ on the peak, ups down, back of screens. It's very dangerous movements here from the Jet, but does go unpunished. The spike now gets planted. Still hanging back. 3 players going to be remaining here on the site. to try to defend
I
this.
suggest you
Not much as far as post-plant util is going to be concerned here. As the peek out over the top, Neff is able to find one camo. Good for a kill onto YZ, but the wheels are certainly coming off as Neff gets himself a 3K. Potential for the fourth. Penny says no, fights back. Finds two, but needs to get four. K-Knight, noise going to be made there on the rope as he gets the tap. He's swinging around the back of sight, though. Knows that this Omen is going to be low on HP. Has the shock darts at the ready. Penny, a bit of damage in, swings out, but Levius stands tall. Billy now back in the lead, 9-8.
This is starting to look a little bit dire for Team Liquid. Seems like even now playing for retake, of course that reckoning makes things more difficult, but Neff's position never able to be cleared. He finds really nice timings on those peaks, and he's really clean with the shots to make sure he's cleaning it out.
Let's go.
They're starting to get fired up. The wind back underneath Billy's sails. It's just Sheriffs now for Team Liquid. YZ, similar play behind this cascade, round after round. This time he's going to try to tuck into the corner.
The change up, there's the drop down, the push coming through. YZ getting a little bit frazzled, but eventually he's able to stabilize the aim to find one, but Patty Tech does put him down. Trades it out. Question is, can the weapon be recovered? Looks like the answer is going to be no. Stranded a bit too far forward. There's Camo still cycling these smokes in. Remaining useful from beyond the grave, but yeah, as you say, Serial tucked in here at the bottom of tube. Here's the footsteps. Turn, however, gives away the position, just clears that out. It's ready to turn back in towards this B site.
Standing ahead.
Yeah, just Penny over there right now towards B. Smoke should come through. Give BLG the opportunity to get this going, but being delayed. Gonna use the mosh. Slow things down.
Well, clear it out. They don't have that for the post plan anymore, and it seems like widely they're fully dissuaded. Realizing they just don't really have any real control here. They're gonna have to wait, cycle up some more of these walls. Serial getting ever closer.
Spike planted.
Go up and over the top, gonna be looking for that peak there. Serial gonna be taken down though. K-Knight finding one, a little bit of damage out. BLG, superior weaponry. Line up their shots, just the one casualty as they now get up to double digits.
Yeah, this is a really nice hold from BLG in the post plant. Had to wait things out a little bit longer than they would have liked, but they got a lot of that utility out of the way early. Penny throws a paranoia. They try to push off the back of that, but again, oh my god, K-Knight. Just fully blinded by the Gecko flash. Didn't matter. But their post plant positioning so good. That's been a hallmark of this BLG team this year. They are a very fundamentally sound team. Foundations are strong for BLG, but they've got to find another level. They want to start getting deeper into events.
Change up though.
Here.
Draft top tube play here for the side of BLG, trying to catch somebody off guard. Serial does manage to slide away and keep himself safe.
Well, Neff, he's actually gotten underneath Boiler.
Camo's dead. Attack does find the timing. Does get the catch, so Neff can take it down. That lurk no longer a concern here for Liquid, but ooh. Now, no command out.
Here.
Trying to go for the suppresses. Spike just get planted. Richard gonna be taken down. The push out of the wall there. Why is he able to collect one? Drops down. He's point blank alongside this one. He's still finding more. Penny taken down. Levius in range. It's a spray and pray kill on the Patty Tech. And the cleanup is swift. Why is he playing like a madman? Is seemingly catching Team Liquid off guard. Billy now a massive win streak here on the attacking side. 2 rounds away from taking this.
Yeah, it's so fun to watch YZ play because he knows that the rest of his team has got his back. They can hold the line, they can hold the angles, and he can be creative. He can open up some opportunities that you normally wouldn't expect.
Anything else?
Right, or the Gecko maybe gives you a little bit, but
yeah.
It's hard.
What is the play call for now? A 1-2-2 fan out from Team Liquid. Peak coming in, Camo. Well,
yeah, they read that really well. This is one of the first rounds that we haven't seen that early cascade from Billy. And Camo reads that perfectly, expecting a delayed push from YZ. Shuts it right down.
The strat calls, shoot YZ in the head. Camo sticking to the plot.
Toxins going up.
Smoke going to be cycled out here as BLG interest on this B site, but it's heavily stacked now. Stuck there just to try to clear out this close corner, but it seems like already not really enjoying what they're seeing here. So we'll pivot back across. They don't even have Levius in a very forward position at A at all.
That's okay. I mean, this is going to be interesting. Tons of noise being made. Not going to be... Petty Tech knows what's happening.
Okay, going to be going through. Levius not letting credence to this side of the map.
Oh, Neff.
Neff is here along the bottom, and Serial gets the one tap with the Guardian. This round has gotten completely and utterly away from BLG. Since the moment that YZ had died, it seemed like they just didn't know what else to do. It's going to be Team Liquid now fighting back. Bring that gap down to just 2 rounds.
10 seconds left.
This K9 seems like he wants to get his ultimate online no matter what. It will be in death.
This is kind of one of these rounds for BLG where they start spreading out. They start trying to take some individual fights, and you know, they get caught off guard in some of those situations, and they're not able to win them. This team is at its best when you're kind of fighting together. You're looking for that weak side, and you're trying to exploit the defenses of your opponent. Well done. Well done.
That is excellent.
That is an excellent cosplay, sir. His mustache isn't quite...
It's not twirling at the end.
Yeah.
But
It's close. We're getting there.
He very much looks like Side. Hey, he's getting it done.
Nice, nice.
I like that he's got a picture of Wyatt as well. You guys have been awesome. I mean, it's great to see the turnout already just here on day 1. We're here for a couple weeks. It's going to be a hell of a tournament. You guys having a good time so far?
Yeah.
That is what we like to hear. We'll see, though. That's how much more of this icebox we get. We get ready to come out of this timeout. 2 rounds away here. Our Billy. And if you want to ride Gun Buddy, make sure you get into Mitch Band's DMs.
Yep.
He's got the hookup.
He's got plenty. He's got plenty to go around.
Well, here we go. Billy looking to get themselves up to match point here. Thrash on the opposite side as well as the Not Dead Yet. They themselves a pit for a post plant as well as a Hunter's Fury.
But you got tools as Team Liquid to clear the Viper ult. So I think actually this is kind of one of those weird rounds for BLG where you can't lean too heavily into that ult. You can't care about it too much. It's nice if you can get it there, but you don't want to invest a lot of resources inside of it. So you've got to expect the Thrash and other things are coming. Here goes YZ.
Another attempt here. As Mosh landing right there top of tube, and he's going to be out to the open, and
Beautiful.
Penny across the way on the B site is able to get the kill. Another solid shutdown here. Why is he just not spotting him whatsoever?
That's a beautiful combo play. We've seen YZ try to get up on that too before, and there was a good answer for Team Liquid when he digs back into that well.
And he wanted to get the punish, but the Cove was there. Have to protect it as now the pit is going to be there on the back end. Reckoning sent as well. Everything in the kitchen sink pretty much getting invested here for the side of BLG, just wanting to lock in that map point. Rusha here alongside the push forward. Camo going to be taken down, instantly pops the ult, and Keiko's able to find one as the wingman is just going for the defuse. They narrowly are able to interrupt it. Neff coming up big. Looks for a bit more, but falls to the wayside. Hunter's Fury now out wide. Gets the tag. Looks for the kill, cannot find it. K9, he's just not going to be able to get there in time because it was previously held to half. Team Liquid persevering, and they draw out damn near everything from BLG.
Just beautiful stuff from Team Liquid. Again, so many ults there that are so impactful. The Not Dead Yet allows you to keep scaling forward to make this post plant so difficult. Serial gets the spot, and he's ready with the mosh to set up Penny. Very nicely done. Neff here almost takes matters into his own hands. Almost brings a miracle through, but Bile not happy about that one. That was a lot invested without the result you wanted, and now Team Liquid is in reaching distance, 1 round away from BLG to tie things up.
BLG very quickly wanted to try to get the take here on the site, and this time YZ not going to be taken down off the rip. Finds the kill. Penny does fall down as Levius on the lurk. Similarly, intercepting Paditech, causing chaos,
Toxins going up.
as well as disinformation here for Team Liquid. They can't really focus on trying to get a retake on the B site when they know that Levius is going to be in the back line. Serial, though, gets off of it, realizing that just doesn't have the time to try to flush out this KJ, and that bites him in the rear. BLG, a 5v2. As they look to get themselves up to 12. The peak, Pico's not spotting him out, and that means YZ is able to collect the kill onto Camo. Completely and utterly free. Flawless round, BLG. 1 round away from taking Icebox.
It's just so important for BLG to get YZ activated in these rounds, to get him that first kill. And then you're just opening things up for yourself so nicely. Not only are you scaling into sight, you're opening up the map for Levius to lurk so that he can counter Paditech quickly in a spot we haven't seen Levius yet. He hasn't really been doing that quite yet. Do have a lockdown, do have an operator for Camo and a couple Guardians.
Yeah, big change up there. Operator has not been seen pretty much at all in this map. He'll go for it, hits the shot. Haven't been keeping complete track, but typically these rounds, when YZ dies first, BLG have not been able to close them out.
That's helping that econ rating. See a little bit more of that.
Still though, BLG do get themselves a line share of the site for free. Just looking for a timing shot there, but unable to find it. K will expire. Spike now planted the Thrash. Gonna be sent forward here. Trying to get the catch, and does manage to detain one, but not sure if they're gonna be able to spill forward fast enough to try to find the punish here. Weapons about to be recovered. The lockdown going through as well. Tuck back, they're able to avoid getting detained. 4v4 now on the retake. Still just that operator in hand. The push forward. They're not reading K9's position, and they're not calming it either. Pico taking down the drop. K9 finding himself a third, maybe on for the fourth, as it is just Penny, the hometown hero, to try to make it happen. But with 8 HP, he's not doing jack. 13-10, BLG sweating in that first half. But they run away with it in the second. They pick up a win on their map pick.